I want to attack first face to beat Noble Sacrifice, and then I want to Shrinkmeister trade here, and then yeah, then Holy Nova. So we just gotta hope the Avenge lands on not the Lotheb. Oh cool, no Avenge. So we want to do this, and this, and that. So it's Competitive Spirit, or Sacred Trial, or Avenge. No, it's not Avenge, because Noble Sacrifice. Man, we didn't even get a Shadow Form him. We just basically Dragon Priested that guy. Alright. So let's look at the deck now. See where we can make some improvements. Things I really like a lot is the amount of dragons we have in this deck is just ideal. It just makes sense. We got enough. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're making a dragon deck, which a lot of people love doing, you're going to want between 6 to 8 dragons, and I don't know, it just works better that way. There's math involved and stuff, but just note 6 to 8's pretty good number of dragons to have in your dragon deck. So we nailed it on that. I really like that. That's superb. Now if we look at our early game curve, we only have 1 North Share, so we have a little bit less 1-drops. We also don't have a second Power Word Shield. We got Shadow Word Pain to try and make up for that. Only 1 Museum Creator because we have to run all 1-ofs, right? One thing I don't like this Thought Steal. Is there any sort of like draw card we could play in place of this? Also, our number of 3-drops is like insanely low. Normally Priest runs 4, right? They run like, well, sometimes they just run 2 Death Lords, but in non-Death Lord Priest versions, it's usually 2 Velen's Chosens and 2 either Blackwing Technicians or Dark Cultists. I like Dark Cultist over the Blackwing Technician because we are running a Reno deck and we have only 1 Power Word Shield and 1 Northshire Cleric, so our card draw is a lot less, so we don't have the odds of finding the dragons as much as we need them for the 3-drop triggers, so I think it's fine not to have that one be trigger reliant. So I like that Dark Cultist being there. I'm not a fan of this Thought Steal though. Like, our game plan isn't really to outvalue them with their cards like how normal Priest does. It's more to like just outvalue them with Shadow Form. So we got to be able to find our Reno, we have to find our Shadow Form, and find our Dragon Activators. So we're trying to find 3 things, so I think it's really important to have extra card draw in the deck over drawing from your opponent's deck. So I'd like to throw in Accolade of Pain here. Also, Accolade of Pain's a body, so it's just more things that we can just throw onto the field. Without Wild Pyromancer, there's less ways for us to proc our own Accolade of Pain, though. So I can see also trying to fit in a Wild Pyromancer somewhere. Just because the card's so good. How many spells do we have, though? We got 1... I don't know if we can even count the 6 drops of spells to work with Wild Pyromancer. We got only 1 Power Word Shield, which gets kind of sketchy. So we got 1, 2... The Shadow Word Pain's kind of like the second Power Word Shield, I guess, in a sense, in standard decks. 3, 4... 5. So we have like only 5 spells, so actually a limited range of spells to go with Wild Pyromancer. So maybe, is there a better draw choice than Accolade of Pain? It's kind of tricky. No Mission Vendor? No. We have 1, 2, 3 4s? 3 4s. We could use a 4th 4, but I don't think we want to cycle on 4. We could throw in more 2-ofs. Like, we could have up to like 3 2-ofs in a Reno deck and still be able to Reno quite consistently. So I could see adding another 2-of in the deck somewhere for like Power Word Shield, just because Power Word Shield thins out your deck and is so good early game. So I just want to see, like, Wild Pyromancer will help a lot against things like Aggro Shaman, Face Hunter, and that sort of garbage that we got to deal with on a ladder, especially on opening day ladder, because everybody's playing cancer bullshit. So I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we can do. So I want to put an Accolade of Pain in here. And I think we should get a second... I think we should get a Wild Pyromancer in over the Shrinkmeister. We have the Shadow Word Pain that can combo with the Shrinkmeister, which can be kind of cute. And we have 1 Cabal. But, like, overall, we don't have too many ways to activate the Shrinkmeister. We have Entomb for Ysera. So having the second answer for Ysera with Shrinkmeister Cabal is pretty cool. But we also have Vol'jin decked as a second answer for Ysera. So we have 2 answers to game-ending bombs already. So we don't really need a 3rd answer to a game-ending bomb in control matchups. So I think it's fine not to have the Shrinkmeister since we have the Vol'jin over the Second Death, which Second Death's kind of standard in normal Priest. So I could see fitting in the Wild Pyromancer. And then I want to get a second Power Word Shield in there over something. And I think I want it to be the Pain. So I'm just like kind of wiggling this Pain out of there. We have another 2-of for Reno now, so you got to keep track of that a little bit more. But it's a card that you're going to keep off the mulligan. It's a card that you're going to want to find, so it's not that big of a deal. And having 2/2-ofs for Reno should still allow you to Reno pretty efficiently most of the time. So that should help us out against aggro a little bit. Otherwise, the curve's like really good, as you saw. Like we played the game, our curve was just insane. We just struggled a little bit against the stupid face decks. But we got a sick curve. We may have a few 2-bit on the top end, but you kind of need that because of the dragon count. If we were going to lower the curve a little bit to add another dragon, like, is there even options that are available for, like, lower curve dragons? No, like, see, all of these are just so, yeah, there's just no better dragon options, so I really like, it's kind of like the inevitable thing you kind of got to do is have some big-ass dragons in there, which you don't really want to have, but you just kind of have to. And another thing is, Chromagus combos with Power Word Shield really well, so I guess having another Power Word Shield for the late game isn't always the worst thing in the world. So, those are the changes I would make. Also, Dragon Consorcerer combos with Power Word Shield, so it works there too. Yeah, I like that change a lot. If we were to cut a dragon, like, it would definitely be Chromagus, and I think we would replace it with, like, a 4-drop. We only have 3 4-drops, and that's, like, a pretty important turn to be playing something on. So, because you want to have, like, a solid minion on turn 4 to set up for either your, like, Blackwing Corruptor or Vol'jin or Holy Nova, because, like, turn 5 is all your swing cards. So, like, having another 4 isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just would have to be one of the dragons, and then we're going to lower our dragon consistency, and we're running out of good 4s to play. Like, you can always just throw in Alkali just to be a 3/5 and be pretty good, or you can always throw in, like, Senjin or Shredder. Anything of those is totally fine, but yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty good. Tournament Medic? No, Tournament Medic's too weak on stats. I would say, like, Senjin Shieldmaster. Like, just something to help slow down your opponent a little bit and be good with trading up with the Blackwing Corruptor, be good with trading up with Holy Nova, and be good with, yeah, just your 5-drop swing turns. So anyway, cool deck, man. We were able to win with it against a standard deck, so that's pretty sweet. We farmed that Paladin. Alright, on to the next deck in the queue. Alright. So next up we have Lieutenant Smash with the Monkey Shaman. I didn't see TVS Nick's deck in chat, so TVS Nick, if you have a deck, feel free to just post it and I'll just throw you in whenever. But I didn't see you post any deck. If you're just subbing just to sub, I appreciate that too. But if you got a deck, feel free. Or if you just got some troll thing you want to link, I'd be down to take it 100% seriously, even though I'll know it's troll as fuck. Use Spellbreaker for a while. Okay, I can see Spellbreaker. Just the problem, like, Priest likes having a silence. You got Entomb for your kind of pseudo-silence thing, and having another silence isn't bad, but, like, it just doesn't set up well in your curve, and you're, like, a very curve-oriented deck. So, like, having a 4/3 on curve, like, what are you silencing? You silence your opponent's piloted Shredder, I guess, and then play it, and then they're able to just kind of, like, kill it, and then your Blackwing Corruptor and your Holy Nova and those sort of things just aren't getting any value on the following turn. So that's kind of why I lean away from Spellbreaker, is because I just want to have a really well-statted minion on turn 4 every time, and that's why I wanted to have 4 of them, is just because you'd be able to more consistently get a well-statted minion on 4. But anyway, next deck. Here we go. Monkey Shaman. Earthshock, Rockbiter Weapons, Zombie Chows, Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Lava Shack, Vitality Totem. Every deck with Vitality Totem is always 100% serious. Elemental Destruction. Not a Frost Elemental. Farsight. Why does Nefarian pop up? Healing Wave. Get some healing. Only one. Only one healing wave, no way. That's always a 2 of in my shamans. Alright, lightning storms. Mana Tide. So this is an Eloise or Elise Starseer deck. Alright. I guess Shaman's one of the classes do it. They got a lot of control cards. I see this coming together. I can see this working. A lot of draw, a lot of draw. Of course, a lot of draw. Earth Elementals. I guess that makes sense when you're drawn into the Lava Shocks because you have all this cycle. You can pull off some Earth Elemental turns, some like super AoEs, and then drop an Earth Elemental in Lava Shack. Alright. I could see this working. A lot of 3-drops, just like Shaman. But a lot of them are 3-drops, like Hex's removal. Lightning Storms are like AoEs and stuff. Elemental Destruction and Lightning Storm. Elemental Destruction is not really a 3-drop. Alright, so things I like about this deck. We got a theme going. We got the Elise Starseeker Dream. I like Earth Elementals a lot. I didn't think about that immediately. It makes a lot of sense when you're drawing all these cards and you can find ways to kind of pull it off. Got decent early game. Only 2 1-drops and like no 2-drops kind of scares me a little bit. But other than that, like, we got heals, we got draw, and we got a plan. So let's do it. All right. Alright. What does Rockbiter Weapon kill? Rockbiter Weapon would be able to kill Knife Juggler or be able to kill Secret Keeper and do absolutely nothing against Minibot. So let's kind of watch his hand, try and figure out what he's trying to keep here. He's bouncing over between the 2 cards on the far left and then just touch the one mid-left. I mean, far right. I don't know my left and right. So he was debating whether or not he wanted to keep those 2, and it had definite not keep on the other 2. So he kept a mediocre hand, which means there's probably a Knife Juggler in it. Because when you debate to keep a 2-drop, it's always Knife Juggler, so I'm going to keep Rockbiter. Like, Minibot's a guaranteed keep, so you don't exit out and re-exit a lot. You don't fidget with it at all. But Knife Juggler's not a guaranteed keep, so they fidget with it a lot, usually. That was a secret that he was fidgeting with, okay. No, he got that off the top. I don't know what he was fidgeting with. I'm just talking nonsense. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to Ancestral Knowledge this turn, and then I can Rockbiter, clear something next turn, and then lead into my Gnomish into my Drake, and it just fits the curve beautifully. So let's do that. Oh, this is a Juggler. Alright, hopefully he didn't top deck Noble Sacrifice, because that would suck. But this is why we kept this card. One time, sometimes lucky. Yes. Whew. Pulled it off. Holy crap. That was like a big game deciding moment. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Alright, I guess we start off with Eloise. I always want to call it Eloise, I don't know. Where's all of our AoEs? Alright, I think I'll just Drake and pass. I don't want to proc any of the secrets. He's got Avenge up almost for sure. And then another secret. So it's Avenge plus either Noble Sacrifice or Redemption, not Repentance. So it's probably Avenge, Noble Sacrifice. There's a Lightning Storm, that'll be good. E. Lewis. If we roll 3, we can kill everything, so that'd be kind of cute. So let's try and roll 3. Unless it lands on the spider, then things get weird. Alright, things didn't get weird. Alright, so we can Rock Biter, Lightning Storm, and then play Vitality Totem. And everything should die. 50% of the time. Got him. And we get some healing in. Hopefully he swings here, so then we get the healing twice, so it's not too bad. So he could heal for 8. And then he still has to kill it. And we can protect it behind an Earth Elemental, hopefully, and then just heal all the way up to full. Gundams 33D just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. I appreciate the support. Welcome to the team, dude. Feel free to link a deck list in the chat, and I'll add you to the queue. We got 2 decks in front of you after this, but then we'll be off the doctor in your deck. I can't Drake Earthshock, which kind of sucks, but I can still bump this to try and proc Avenge and then Earthshock the other guy. Okay. Then I guess we're going to do this plus Zombie Chow because it's more stats. And I just want to get more stats out and save the Drake for a situation where I can benefit off the spell power. We're getting him close to being like fatiguing his hand a little bit. So once we get to a situation where he's out of cards, we're going to be in the driver's seat. Alright, we can kill that for free. Ooh, nice play. Nice play. Two Earth Elementals in my hand. Looking pretty dirty. Let's draw first in case we find some better play than Earthshocking this. Alright. I haven't even found the map yet, man. Gotta find the map. Oh, did I miss a sub earlier? Did I miss Oryx Zerulean? Or is that just you relinking the deck in chat? I'm getting confused. Oh, you're just relinking the deck. That's the name of the deck. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm figuring things out. Oh, hey, Ribbit. Do I want to develop the second Zombie Chow? Yeah, sure. I mean, we're Golden Monkeying him, so we don't care about the board. Farsight, not bad. Okay, Dr. Brim's annoying. Guess we'll start by farsighting. Ooh. That's kind of cool. We can kill that Dr. Brim. It's probably better than Elemental Destructioning my home board. We could also just play an Earth Elemental. I don't know. I kind of like getting the other Manatide Totem out there. Trying to find those Lava Shocks. We got 2 of them in here. Then killed this. Just value trade this. I'm trying to find the monkey, man. If we don't find it soon, we're going to have no cards left in our deck to turn into legendaries. And that'll be awkward. We haven't even found the map yet. There's 7 cards left. Alright, cool. We got a Lava Shock now, so we can Earth Elemental Lava Shock. I don't know. Might just be better just to Fire Elemental still. save it for something even bigger. Just do this totem. Sure. Eh, 7/8s are big. I think I'm gonna get it out there. I'll do this. Do that. Just Lava Shack. Damn, my totem. Man, the map is so far away. Never lucky. Our win condition's failing on itself. There's the map. Now we're gonna draw the monkey first draw. First draw. Damn. Guess we'll just smash him in the face with these until he dies. I really wanted to kill him with legendaries. I just gotta Earth Elemental him to death. Once played the monkey on turn 6. Holy shit. That's fast. Alright. Monkey time. Damn. Well, I guess we kill him. Didn't even need the monkey. Easy game, easy life. We won when he kept Juggler off the mulligan really awkwardly. He just didn't do the opening hand right. Otherwise, we struggle a lot more in the opening. Alright, so things that worked out well. Vitality Totem worked out better than Healing Wave would have in the situation. So I like the 1 Vitality Totem, 1 Healing Wave over double Healing Wave. That's kind of cute. Fire Elementals carried a lot of weight. Earth Elementals killed him, so I mean, good card. Mana Tides were kind of underwhelming, but I see having lots of draw in there for a reason. Farsight was pretty underwhelming too. I could see maybe getting rid of Farsight.
Fire it up.
UK Ronin just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing. You can submit another deck if you want, but you're on the queue next, man. So you're the next deck in line, so we're about to do your deck. Thanks for subscribing, dude. I appreciate the report. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. I hope you enjoy being a bat. Farsight seems like the most underwhelming in that game, so I want to get rid of Farsight. Like, we had plenty of draw. Like, we drew almost our entire deck. So, the main thing was we just needed, we need more 2s, man. We got only Zombie Chows at 1, and then, like, Vitality Totems are only 2-drop. So I want to see some ways to fight for the board a little bit earlier. We don't have any weapons in the deck, really, so I could see having just a Stormforged Axe to help us finish things off with Lightning Storm, and help us finish things off with, like, Elemental Destruction, whatever. We miss the roll by 1 or something on something, then we just poke it with the Axe to clear it off. I think can be pretty effective. It's just it's got 3 charges and can help complement things like Fire Elemental and Lava Shock, Rock Biter, Earth Shock are removal sources, right? More removal's good. So I want to see a Stormforged Axe in there. Just 1. I think it's fine. You get it early, it helps you remove things. You get it late, it's not the end of the world. So I like that a lot. I don't like Totem Golem because that's going to mess up playing a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Totem Golem's just, like, pretty underwhelming in my opinion. I could see, like, Doomsayer being in this deck, if I'm honest with you. Like, you Elemental Destruction, clear their entire board, and then just drop a Doomsayer, and then they can't develop anything on their following turn, which gives you a free turn to develop your minions. So I want to see some Doomsayers in here for early game control. You just play it on turn 2, and then it kills every 2-drop in the game, besides Haunted Creeper and Nerubian Egg. So I really like having just Doomsayer to slow people down a lot. So what else would I cut to try and make room for the second Doomsayer? Doomsayer plays in the same slot that, like, Manatide Totem goes in, where you just, like, Elemental Destruction, clear their entire board, and then play Manatide Totem, so that it's on a clear board, so they have to use removal to kill it, instead of just being able to trade a minion on board into it. So, since they kind of overlap slots, I want to cut a Manatide Totem for the second Doomsayer, and use that to get earlier game board control. Yeah. Other than that, it was really solid. Like it was just like super sketchy in the early game, and I'm glad he didn't have a mini bot or a muster or anything, and we were able to just kind of skate our way through the early game. But having a Doomsayer or something like that, just a few more ways to answer those cards is going to be pretty helpful. The Stormforged decks and the two Doomsayers are all like early game oriented cards that should help us be able to get through the early game. The curve looks a little more reasonable now. We don't have 11 3 drops, and we actually have some twos in there to kind of help us a little bit. So yeah, Trog over Zombie Chow. Nah, I like. We have a bunch of Overload cards, but at the same time, like we're not trying to kill our opponent with the 1 drop. So I really like the Zombie Chows. I think it's a good choice because we just want to be able to play 1 mana and get the highest stat minion we can, and we don't care about trying to kill the opponent at all. We're going to use it for trading every time, just to try and control the board so we can get to our late game win condition of Eloising them. So I really like these sort of decks. But anyway, cool deck. We were able to win with it. We didn't get a monkey him though, which is depressing. But cool deck, dude. All right, on to the next one. But first, I have to go deck doctor the toilet. So I'll be right back in like 30 seconds, and then we are gonna get on to deck doctoring UK Ronin's deck. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back in 30 seconds. What up? All right. So we are on to UK Ronin's deck. Mercadin. All right. I needed some Murlocs in my life. Thank you. That's what I've been missing from my Hearthstone experience. We start the deck off with 2 Tiny Fins. It's an aggro Murloc deck. Alright, let's just type Murloc and get all these guys in here. Double Grimscale Oracle. Double Murloc Raider. 1 Tidecaller though. Double Bluegill Warrior. These guys. One of these guys, sure. Huh? Okay. We got the Kings, and then we got Consecrate. And we got Murloc Knight. We got Blessed Champion. Anything can happen. Alright, Seal of Champions. Alright, Sword of Justice. Justice. Alright, Blessing of Mites. Noble Sacrifice. Noble Sacrifice is a pretty good secret. Sacred Trial. Repentance. Okay, so we have a Paladin Murloc deck here. We have some secrets in it. We don't have Secret Keepers or Mysterious Challengers. We got a lot of 1-drops. We got an aggro theme going. So we got a theme. That's good. That's important. Gotta have a plan with your deck. So we got a plan here. And it's play a bunch of Murlocs, get a bunch of damage in. We got Cold Light Oracle to try and reload our hand because we can likely use cards better than our opponent can. And then we got finishers with Champion and anything can happen. So we do have a plan. So that's good. We're missing War Leaders, which is kind of interesting. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe you don't need them. Easy win. So let's try this. No Murloc War Leader. I'm playing a Deck Doctor deck, so it's a user submitted deck. So no, he didn't have War Leaders in it, so we're gonna try and win without War Leaders. Maybe it's something to consider, but he felt that they were not good enough for the deck. So let's try and figure that out. All right, so we want to go coin 2 into 2 most likely. The 2-drops we have in our deck are Bluegill Warrior, Murloc War Leader, Puddle Stomper. So that's 6 2-drops that we can try and find. So if we mulligan everything, we should be able to find a 2-drop. So I'm not even going to keep the 1-drop. I'm just going to try and go coin 2-drop into 2-drop. So I'm going to mulligan everything for the 2-drops since we have 6 of them. Well, this works out too. We got Sacred Trial, which probably isn't going to get our Optimus Carp. Just subscribe. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Bad Cave Team thing. Feel free to link a deck in chat, and I'll review it for you and try and help you out with it. So Sacred Trial isn't probably going to pick up too much value because he's going to want to be constantly trading with our minions, so he's not really going to be developing a board too much, which is why the card is usually not the greatest in an aggressive deck because they want to be trying to stop you from killing them, so they have to trade their minions off into your minions. But we can try and find a situation where he gets a little bit of value. Hopefully that's not an explosive trap. So we can try and get this guy brought back to our hand by doing this first, and then trading, and then going face with it, and then making a dude. Play around Freezing Trap. It looks like it's Snipe, Dart Trap, or Snake Trap. So I guess I'll Hero Power. Alright, it's not Dart Trap, so it's either Snipe or Snake Trap. I'm going to go off on a hunch and say it's probably Snake Trap. Alright, that's not a big deal. Well, we can't trade with it because of snakes. So let's test for Snipe first with Cold Light Oracle to see if we can trade with it or not. Alright, Murloc Knight's not a bad turn 4 play, but we're probably going to be kingsing. So it is Snake Trap, so we got to avoid trading here and just go phase. Alright, Glavezuka phase. Uh-oh. The race is on, boys. We have kings, though. Kings is good for racing. We just kings our Murloc and smack him in the face with it. Then champion it and kill him. Alright, so next turn we can hit him for 12 with this. 13 with that. So we're trying to 12 him. Easy race. No, don't kill Command It. Damn. We were close. Alright, we could get some Sacred Trial value next turn, so let's try and do that. He's got 3 minions. When he plays another minion, it will be destroyed. So, we're going to do this and Sacred Trial and try and get him with the surprise. Maybe he'll play a minion before trading, and we'll be able to win the game that way. And we can get up to 12 damage next turn, too. So let's try and, like, maybe he plays high main and just gets got. Play a minion, play a minion. Oh, he's trading the Haunted Creeper? Nope, he's trading this way. Play a minion. Sacred Trial value. What up? Boom. Get lasered. Okay. Oh, we're doing this. Maybe we'll find the other Bluegill warrior and we can finish the game out. Find the other Bluegill warrior, that's 5 more damage, and then we just win. No, not Leroy. So close. Alright. Alright. We were actually really close. So... looks like we got a Murloc deck, and we're trying to use low-cost Murlocs and low-cost things like Secrets to get an aggressive start on our opponent. That's kind of like the theme of the deck. So it's like more aggro than board control, it looks like, because we're trying to run Blessed Champion and stuff. But then we have Murloc Knight, which is board control. So we had some conflicting ideas here. So we got to try to center this around one concept instead of trying to do board control and face aggression. So the cards in our deck that are good for face aggression and just kind of like dumping your hand out and killing people are things like Blessing a Might, because it's very low impact overall for like the cost of a total card. Same thing with Murloc Tinyfin. An entire card for a 1/1 is very low impact, but you gain tempo from it because you're able to play it for such a low cost. So all of these 0 and 1 drops, all of them are all tempo based cards, not value based cards. And they don't really control the board very well, but they really help with just emptying your hand and trying to push damage initiative. Same thing with Bluegill Warrior, honestly, and even Tidehunter. So probably like from here up is all just like aggro. Seal of Champions is an aggro-oriented card. Chordlight Oracle as well. And Blessing of Kings is kind of like both. Weasel just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to link a deck in chat and we can get to doctoring it. Also, I didn't get Optimus' Carp's deck, so if you have a deck that you want doctored, man, feel free to link it in chat. Oh shit, Zalay is now hosting with 2,037 viewers. What up, Zalay boys? How's it going? Alright, let me get back to doctoring this. So, what we really need to do is we need to pick, are we going to go with the Murloc Knights and the War Leaders and that sort of thing and try and control the board? Or are we going to go with all the low-costing things and put in Divine Favors and try and kill our opponent? Those are the two directions we have, so... I don't know which one you're trying to do, UK Ronin, but if you're trying to go without the War Leaders... Oh, you just said in your chat you don't have War Leaders yet. Okay, so without War Leaders, since you don't have them yet, you can use Divine Favor if you have that card and do a similar sort of thing. So let's remove some of the clunkier cards, like Murloc Knight's really clunky, Anything Can Happen's really clunky, Blessed Champion can probably stay, and let's get some Divine Favors in there, so when we empty our hand, we can reload it with Divine Favor and just keep on trucking towards damage. And then let's get another Cold Light Oracle in there, and then let's get more cards that help us empty our hand. So we have the Murlocs. We want another one of these guys for sure. That's like the best 1-drop Murloc. So, where is something to cut? So let's get the Consecrates out of here. We're an all-in deck at this point, so. Consecrate's like a board recovery card, and if you're not playing value cards, if you lose the board, you're gonna die. So you gotta kind of just you gotta pick your poison with that one. Murkai, he doesn't own Murkai because he doesn't own War Leaders, so we can't run Murkai in the deck because he doesn't have it. So what's another card that we can do to try and keep the aggression going here? I like we need 2s. Do you have? If you have Knife Juggler is a really great card for controlling the board early and just being aggressive, especially with these 0 drops, and the Secrets are going to be very helpful with it. I'm not a big fan of Sacred Trial, personally. I think it's too low impact for what it's trying to do. It also, Knife Juggler works well with Murloc Tidehunter, so that's pretty sweet. And then if you have Muster for Battle is like Sword of Justice, kind of, if you like extenuate it out. The Sword of Justice is giving you a 1/1 every turn. Muster for Battle gives you the weapon of Sword of Justice and then all of the 1/1s immediately. So it's a similar kind of thing. It's more vulnerable to AoE, but it gets your board out faster. So it fits the theme of the 0 costing cards and the 1 costing cards, because the whole idea is you want to get as much crap on the board as fast as possible and hit him in the face with it. So that kind of fits that theme a little bit better. So that's why I kind of like that card. I think Champions cost too much because we're running double Divine Favor and double Cold Light Oracle. So we want to make sure our curve's super low so we can empty our hand. So I hope this sort of like you can see I'm making a lot of changes here, and I apologize for making so many changes to your deck because it's probably like your baby and you spent time building it and stuff. But I'm just trying to like show you how we can change the deck to be more on point to a theme. So we need to pick a direction with it. We need to find cards that work together with that direction and then put those cards in our deck. And this is one way that you could go about doing it. You could also, if you have the War Leaders, go with the War Leader approach and go for more of a board control thing, figure out a different curve to take with it. But right now, I try to keep all the early game cards and try and make sure our curve's a lot faster so that we can stick to the theme of just killing people with our Murloc Tinyfins because they're adorable. So anyway, I'm going to call this deck Doctored. I hope that helps you. I hope you were able to get some benefit out of the explanations I was trying to give of why we were doing things with the deck, more than just the result of the deck. Just hopefully I was able to help you think about your deck creation a little bit in a different sort of way. Maybe, because sometimes you just need someone else to look at your idea and give you out-of-the-box views, and then it gets the train moving and whatever. That's not a real saying. All right, so there we go. Oh, there's Optimus's Carp's deck. Happy New Year, man. The Beast Druid deck you've been playing. All right, I'll add you to the queue, Optimus Carp. Optimus Carp. All right, so next deck we're doctoring. We are on to the... we're on to Stolp's deck. And this is the Reno Warrior. Hey. Everyone's saying like trash deck or whatever. That's really rude. Everyone's at different stages of the game. Like some people don't have all the cards and stuff. So if you don't have all the cards, it's a lot hard to build a tier 1 deck. So you do the best you can without the cards, and everyone takes a long time to get used to the game. The first season I played Hearthstone, I got to rank 7. That's it. 7. I couldn't get to Legend. I got stuck. I couldn't even get to 5. I was really bad. So everyone's got a starting spot, and gotta be nice to people and try and help them improve. Alright. So Reno Warrior. Let's do it. Alright. We got Execute. We got Shield Slam. We got Fiery War X. Where's Slam? Armsmith, Crew Taskmaster, Bash, Bouncing Blades, Shield Block, Deathspite Brawl, Shield Maiden, Grom, Gorehowl. Alright. And then Deathwing. Ysera. Dr. Boom. Crush. Missed that one in the Warrior cards. Sylvanas. Reno, of course. Can't forget Reno. Sludge. Harrison Lotub. Shredder Deathlord BGH. Shredder. Acolyte BGH. Deathlord. deck? Oh. And 2 more. Zombie Chow and what? Crap. There's always one card I miss in the damn Reno decks. You can never get them all the first try. Fuck. Oh, Emperor. There we go. I found it. Oof. All right. Reno Warrior. Beautiful. All right, so that curve looks really cool, but all right, so compared to normal Warrior or hard removal answers, normally in Warrior you have 2 shield slams. Oh, Saucy Whale just subscribed. Just got Skamaz for $10. Oops, didn't see it was $10 for Deck Doctor. Here's another 5. Links for decks and last donation. Thanks, Saucy Whale. I appreciate that. Thanks for the donation, man. I'll add your deck to the queue, man. Your Death Lord or Death Rattle Control Shaman. Thanks, man. Happy New Year, dude. So let me put that up. You're right after Optimus Carp. Alright. Saucy Whale. I like your name, man. Alright. So here we go. Let's see. What are we doing here? Alright. So compared to normal Control Warrior normally has 4 hard removals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like that. We have Gore Howl, which makes sense when we got so much heal in our deck. We have a solid curve for the most part. We got enough 5 drops. We got a bunch of 6 drops. Maybe one too many 6 drops. We have a lot of 6 drops actually. So yeah, I think the only problem we could be running into is maybe just not enough early game crap because we only have 1 War Axe and whatnot. But we have the Zombie Chow to try and make up for that, and we only have 1 Deathbite, and we have a Shredder and a Death Lord to try and make up for that. So I see we got ways in here to try and balance out the lack of weapons. So could work out. Pootsy asks how long I stream for. Normally I stream for like 6 hours. It's a rogue deck, not a shaman deck. I can't think. Oh, it's titled a shaman deck. You are right. It is Death Rattle Control Shaman, but it is rogue. It's an interesting approach to the shaman class. I like it, though. It really improved the shaman class, Saucy Whale. You just took shaman and brought it to a whole new level. Alright, against Paladin, what is the early game cards we're looking for? We are looking for Zombie Chow, of course. So we're looking for Zombie Chow, Armorsmith Slam, War Axe, Bash, Cruel Taskmaster, Acolyte of Pain, Death Lord, Deathbite, and Shredder. Are these any of those cards? No. So we're going to get rid of those cards, look for those ones. Harrison Jones is like a potential keep, but I wouldn't keep it unless I had one of those other cards, just because we definitely need something before Harrison Jones, and there's what we needed. Happy 2016, Mr. Lowlist. Alright, do I want to equip the War Axe, or do I want to hold it? If I equip it, then I can cycle Shield Block next turn, which allows me to have more opportunities to try and find a 4-drop to play, or even just like a 3-drop or something to play. Just anything to play, right? So we're looking for either Piloted Shredder, Death Lord, Acolyte of Pain, Armorsmith, Cruel Taskmaster, Zombie Chow. So yeah, I will equip the War Axe and just kind of hold. I don't expect people to play Acidic Swamp Ooze, and it's not like him knowing I have a War Axe is going to change anything. It just lets me... Oh shit, fuck. Damn it. Who plays that card? Alright, well, we do get a shield blocks conveniently, but... Alright. Tim's Croft just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. I appreciate your support. Feel free to link a deck list in the chat and we'll add you to the queue, man. Alright. I guess we're going to try and deny draws. Actually, he doesn't have a way to draw with this besides Wild Pyromancer. So I'm just going to kill this. Hopefully he doesn't Kings his Acolyte, because that could get weird, but... Just kill the one that does the most damage. Hopefully he doesn't have another Ooze and uses the Whirlwind effect to draw. That would piss me off. Alright, 5-drop, 5-drop, one time. Yeah. Alright, Acolyte isn't the most threatening thing in the world, so I'm just gonna Armor Past, and I'm gonna try and kill a more threatening minion with my Despite next turn so I can develop Shield Maiden and have it a little bit safer on the board. Also kinda like makes it look like I got Brawl or Patrons in my deck, so maybe makes him hesitate on decisions and stuff. Because I'm just holding this Despite over his head. Jurgen VK just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to link a deck list, and I'll add you to the queue, man. Piloted Sky Golem, you say? I mean, I could kill that, or I could Brawl. If I Brawl, and like the 1/1... Like, I get a better Despite swing. What if I just do this and pass? I want to swing after the Brawl because it'll clean up the spiders and stuff. So I'll just try and, like, make this trade or something. Just gotta try and find a way to pop these Death Rattles before I Brawl is really the big thing I'm trying to do. And I want to Brawl the turn before I Deathwing, I guess. I guess that's a thing. But then I lose Ysera and Grom, though. So, like, this hand's terrible for Deathwinging. How am I gonna figure out a way to Deathwing? All I know is Piloted Sky Golem shits on my deck. Coco Brains just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Feel free to link a deck in the chat, and I'll add you to the queue, man. Alright, Timscroft. I will make a deck for you based around Colpet when your time comes up in the queue. I appreciate it, man. You're added in there, dude. So I still need decks, if they want, from a few players. Well, Brawl is pretty good here. I think we're going to do that. I could pop the Spider with Shield Slam first if I wanted, but the Despite cleans up the 1/1s anyway, so let's just Brawl. Alright, Coco Brains, I'll add you to the queue, man. Thanks for the sub. Alright. So Coco Brains is added to the queue. If I didn't say your name and say you were added to the queue, then I haven't seen your message yet, so feel free to re-message it and I'll make sure you're in there. Because I don't want to miss anybody and leave anybody out. That'd make me feel sad. We're able to kill everything, though. That's pretty sweet. Dealt with the Piloted Sky Golem. What up, Jungen VK? Thanks for your sub, man. I appreciate it. Happy 2016. I will add your Grinderino Mage to the queue, man. Thanks for the donation. I mean, the sub. Alright. We got the BGH. One Love 2012 just got Skamaz for $10. Don't hate me. It's a Secret Pally. Oh, man. Secret Pally is a good deck. So yeah, no hate. Alright, let's take care of this. And I don't want to Shield Slam a Boombot. I'll just develop this. Kind of sucks that we weren't able to play anything big there, but it's kind of what happens when you get boomed. So let me add you to the queue, One Love. Alright. Alright, I think we'll take one more deck list and then stop taking more because the queue's getting really long. The queue is like crazy long right now. So one more after this, the ones that are already there, and then stop adding more to the queue. I'll turn off the Deck Doctor command and change the title and stuff. Oh, Wise Less from you, Mildred. I didn't even see your sub, man. Yeah, I guess I haven't added it to the queue yet. I'll add Mildred to the queue, and that'll be the last deck on the queue. So let me just change the title and get back to what we were doing. Thanks for your sub, man. Sorry I missed it. I apologize. There's just a lot of stuff going on, huh? Alright, let's get this Ysera out there and trade this. We're not in any range of dying, so this Ysera should be able to generate a lot of value. Or just get Oldemund or Equality, but we tried to generate value off of it. Alright. So let me change the title a little bit to say deck Q. I don't know how to spell Q. Oh, there we go. Q full. Alright, so I changed the title. Now, is Boshimi here? Can you turn off the command for me? I don't have that window open up anymore. Sorry. Alright, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, now we can focus in on what we're trying to do. Alright. I kind of want to just, like, tempo Grom just to get it out of my hand, so then he's forced to deal with it, so then I can just Deathwing later. But I also have to get this Justicar down sometime. It's kind of picky. But basically I want to be emptying every card in my hand so that I can eventually play this Deathwing. So I want to make him use all of his answers on my resources, and then he won't have any answers for Deathwing, in theory. So hopefully that works out for us. Tempo Deathwing. Alright. Armor. So we were able to slow down his board a little bit. Archthief for Farm. We can't kill that, and if he loads 3/3s, we will Deathwing, though. So we actually have an answer. Alright, so we can Shield Slam it to death, so that's kind of good. So we Justicar Armor, we get up to 7. We trade this in here, we get up to 8, and then we Shield Slam it. And then he plays the 3/3s, and we Deathwing. Cool. Sometimes everything works out magically. If he took the 3/3s one. Is this Fibonacci's deck? No, this is not Fibonacci's deck. This is Slope's deck. Slope's Reno Warrior. Soon to be on Reddit, #1 legend. Alright, Tyrion is not the load up 3/3s guy. We gotta save Deathwing because we don't know what that card is, and if it's load up 3/3s, Deathwing's our only answer to that. But we can just kill this on board, which is kind of cute. Oh, we could try and take it with Sylvanas too. It's kind of tricky. Huh. The problem is there's just so many minions in the board that I don't know if Sylvanas is going to be able to take it efficiently. We haven't used Harrison Jones yet either, so we could try and find Harrison Jones. I guess we'll just, I don't know. Do I want to kill it? I don't. But at the same